Hello, it's Charles Emmanuel, number one best-selling author of The Diamond in Your Closet and the founder and CEO of Income and Impact Academy. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I've titled Why You Should Not Read Another Book This Year and What You Should Do Instead. Now, of course, for an author or a best-selling author to be telling you not to read another book, there's got to be a reason behind it. But before I get into that, let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever seen, heard of, or even been someone who has experienced the scenario where you've gone from conference to conference on a particular topic, but you can't seem to get the result of the said conferences? Or maybe you have attended church service after church service, you have listened to sermon after sermon, message after message, preacher after preacher, you have even read books upon books on the subject, but you don't seem to get the result that the books promise, the preachers envisage, or even the conference organizers had promised you. I have you covered if that's your experience. But first, there's this old saying that you measure a man's success by the size of his library. How true, but I beg to disagree this time. And here's the reason why. Knowledge in itself does not change anyone's life. You see, there are a lot of people around the world today who know a lot of things. In fact, it appears that it seems like the more they know, the worse they experience or the worse they live. There are people on the streets, people everywhere who know so many things, but yet they are not able to get the result of this knowledge for the same reason I'm about to share with you, which is the reason why I said you shouldn't even bother reading another book this year, but instead, this is what you should do. Knowledge is good, but implementation is better. Knowledge is good, but implementation is better. You should always be acquiring knowledge, yes, but you should only acquire knowledge that you are willing to implement or act upon. It is action that makes the difference between a knower and someone who experiences what the knower knows. It is action, the action that you take upon what you have learned, that makes the difference. The author may have put in all his effort into writing that book and making sure that it has all the information you need for the transformation that you require. But if you don't act, if you don't do what it says to do, if you don't take the steps that it says to take, you wouldn't get the result. So my challenge to you for the rest of this year is this: don't read another book. Rather, sit down. Examine yourself. Which books have I read this year and what result have I gotten from the books I read this year? If you can't really boast that you got some result from those books, then here's what you should do. Start asking yourself, what were the major lessons that this book communicated? What were the major points of this book? And what have I done with those lessons since I read the book? Maybe even if it's a conference you attend, or it's a message you listen to, you should always want to find out what is the major point, what is the takeaway point from this message, from this conference, and what am I going to do about this major point that I have received. I remember a quote by Tony Robbins who said that a real decision is measured by the fact that you have taken a new action. It says if there is no action, then there was truly no decision. Your decision is measured by the actions that you take. Your knowledge is measured by the action that you take after you have read and your head is full. Stop getting your head full. Start getting results by taking action upon what you already know. Now, here is what my wife and I have come up with to help you make sure that the next 60 days of this year are geared towards implementation and results for you. Because I can bet you know a lot of things, but how many of what you know are you experiencing on a daily basis? So what we want to do is that we have opened up something we call a Success Acceleration Program. And what it is an email coaching program where every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday, we will send you an email that fulfills three purposes. First, the email will encourage you. Secondly, the email will educate you. It will teach you something. And then thirdly, the email would also show you how to execute on what you learn. It will show you how to execute, how to implement what you have learned. It's on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays you receive these emails, and it's absolutely free. It's a Success Acceleration Program, and the idea is to help you make the next 60 days, the remaining 60 days of this year, a beautiful one for you. All you've got to do to be part of the program, the free program by the way, is to click the link right below and fill out your details, and straight away you will start getting those emails on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays. You have an opportunity to do something about all that God has exposed you to, all the knowledge God has helped you to acquire this year, you can do something about making them work for you. And we want to help you make that a reality. And so, click that link right now and fill out your details. And we'll see you in the emails that come on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays. And until I come your way again, you don't give up on your dreams, because this world we live in needs that special solution that only you can offer. Bye for now.